Thoughts and your words are powerful. I'm going to share with you today the top 3 things that you probably say that are keeping you stuck living paycheck to paycheck. You may have heard my story about how my husband and I were creating a very debt-filled life. By 1995, we had over $50,000 in credit card debt, which was equivalent to over probably $120,000 today. And we were stuck in this pattern of creating more debt. We had next to no income coming in, and pretty much every dollar we spent was an additional dollar of debt. And that's when it's like the universe slapped me in the face and said, "Wake up, Carol, wake up. You're creating this. Come on, you got to learn." I was in the early days of becoming a student of the law of attraction and how I was a creator. I was showing myself all kinds of accidental and miscreations, I would call them. They weren't things I wanted. I was creating a lot of what I don't want. And we didn't even have the luxury of living paycheck to paycheck. We had no paycheck. We were just creating debt. And I am grateful for that experience. As I look back, it was very uncomfortable. It created a lot of discontent and discord in our relationship, a lot of blaming, a lot of unease. When you're in that space where money is so prolifically an upset, it sets you up to now be unsettled every day of your life. You're just facing it on a daily basis. It's like, I can't be happy until this is over, till we've resolved this. And I do talk about creation, the law of attraction, and money here a lot on the YouTube Heal with Carol channel. And I invite you to watch those other videos. I'm a master at creating money. I figured it out. I've spent the last, since 1995, so we're going on close to 25 years, in teaching people how to shift their energy when it comes to money so they can create affluence with money rather than lack of money. So I'm very aware of the things we think and say that create. What do you think they are? I'll give you a moment here. Even one of them, what do you think one of the 3 is that you say? One of them you probably say or think on a daily basis. And I want you to think in the most recent past of the last week or two, was there a day that you did not have an inner experience of thought or feeling with money? Did you live an entire day without some psychological and emotional response to money? Favorably or unfavorably. Was there a day you didn't even consider money? Might be on the weekends, but maybe Sunday. It's rare. I'm really stressing a point here to say you want to get this thing cleaned up. You want to undo your money struggle. You want to be free of it. You want to create affluence with money because it's a daily experience now. It's not going away. It is a part of our lifestyle that you get to decide what you want to create. Money is a neutral energy. I teach you a lot about money in my most recent book, Mastering Affluence. In fact, I have an entire section titled How to Create Financial Affluence. You do that. You read, the book's written in 6 lessons. Lesson 5 is how to create financial affluence. I have you do certain practices for an entire week. It will change your life. So grab a copy of the book if you're ready to be free of your money struggles. I am. It's an amazing way to live. Money shows up for me. It's easy to create money. It's one of the easiest things to create once you get in the rhythm with it. So, top 3 things you say that keep you stuck living paycheck to paycheck. Number 1, I can't afford it. How recently have you thought or spoken that? Did you say it to your kids, spouse, yourself? Is it accurate? Number 1, really? Now, if you're looking at, a yacht, a luxury, high-end home, maybe it's accurate. But for a lot of things you do say that in reference to, it's not even an accurate statement. You probably can afford it, but it's a way to stop yourself from spending. So it has this interesting, the reasoning behind it often is suspend the spending. I don't want to spend, so I'm going to tell myself I can't afford it. It's become a habit now. But what happens when you say that, and let's just say you do desire something that it's not in your budget. It's really not, the money is not there. Maybe you want to remodel a space in your home. Maybe you want to redo your yard. Maybe you'd really like a different car or automobile. And it's a bigger expense, and you can honestly say, well, the funds aren't there, so I can't afford it. Interestingly, people will respond to situations in life that they would desire. Something shows up. You're presented with something, maybe someone else's experience. I can't afford it. You go into a slump, energetic slump. So what you want to say instead, I'll give you that in a moment, but let me tell you the other two. So it's not working. You send a message out to the universe and you empower this powerful creation system called the universe. The universe is a system of expansion. We're feeding it instructions every day of our lives. So you're telling it, I can't afford stuff, so keep setting me up living paycheck to paycheck. Keep me in this pattern because I have a belief I can't afford it, and that's what the instructions are to this creation machine called the universe. The second one is, I have to work harder. I have to work harder, and then more money will show up. So that's a flawed concept as well, because consider the wealthiest people in the world. We have billionaires now in the hundreds. That's kind of a phenomena of our time that didn't exist decades ago. Millionaires was the status quo for wealthy, the highest level of wealth. Now billionaires is the status. They're not putting in more hours because the hours don't exist to create the accumulation of money they have. It's not a physical labor application. They just are really good at creating. Their ideas create more money than their physical output. So your physical output does not need to be attached to more money showing up. And I'll give you a statement to correct that one. So just notice when you think that you're attaching your physical, it's kind of like if I do something, more money will show up. Well, you'll never create an accumulation of money that puts you in a wealth status with that setup. The third one is I'll never have enough money. That's kind of connected to the I can't. That's the second thought after I can't afford it, I'll never have enough money. They'd probably go in this order. I can't afford it, I'll never have enough money, I have to work harder. That would probably be the sequence of thinking. And you have now just stopped. You're going to expand the never. See, if every thought you think, word you speak is an instruction to the creation machine called the universe that supports us in creating more of what we're telling it to create, and you're miscreating, you're not creating true to your soul nature by doing this, you're telling it, keep me in a status of never having the money. So I need to keep living paycheck to paycheck. And that'll be the case. So what do you say instead? First one, I can afford to believe in it. I can afford to believe in what is desirable to me. I can afford to believe in it. The second one, we're switching the I have to work harder. It has nothing to do with physical output. Sure, there'll be some of that. There's always an action tied to a belief, but you first have to change the belief. So rather than say, I have to work harder, said, I have to believe I can have more money. I have to believe I can have more money. And the third one, I'll never have enough money. Switch it to, money is an ample supply and it flows to me easily. Money is an ample supply and it flows to me easily. So catch yourself thinking any one of those three and switch it to the other thought. It changes your vibration. It gives a new instruction to create something different, and you'll be amazed at what shows up. I have a wonderful, amazing resource to support you in going deeper, going further, and really cleaning this up. I have it. It's all organized and outlined for you to go through a 2-week experience of a healing plan to heal your stress and anxiety around money. It helps you change your thinking process completely in just 2 weeks. It is part of the Tuttle Healing Center. Go there, sign up for it, Money's not going away. It's a daily experience. Switch your experience with money. So, what you're thinking and what you're speaking gives the instructions to this creation machine that are aligned with what you want and deserve. The 2-week healing plan for anxiety and stress with money. Get yourself out of this financial paycheck to paycheck rut you're living in. I did it. My husband and I did it. We've lived many, many years now with financial affluence because we changed what we our thinking mind was putting out there and what our words were putting out there. And you can too. I'm Carol Tuttle, author of Mastering Affluence and 5 other books. I'm the creator of healwithcarol.com. Let me help you heal so you can attract what is you're deserving of. You're meant to have more. And I love that you're watching me here. Thanks for liking this video and subscribing to my channel.